Buenos dias, todos. It's time to wake up, girl. Today is going to be quite interesting if you ask me. If you ask me. So get your weed, roll up. Let's talk up. August 1st, it's a whole new month. Oh my gosh, the year's gonna be over. It's Tuesday. What am I gonna do with my joint? Here it is. I got a roach too. I smoke this roach first. But today I'm gonna confirm everything I said yesterday. I guess it was yesterday. Or whenever it was, I was saying how they were the stores were penny pinching everybody, like nickel and diming us to death. Yeah. And I just worded it the way I just worded it now. And we're just gonna cover that a little bit more. But I'm gonna let elevateenv.com tell you what I was trying to tell you. But yeah, so it's just going to be a recap, an update of all of that, right? So, first of all, let's do the calendar. Need that ashtray. It says Buzz Killer, Sam the Straight Edge Kid. Right? You were just being polite by inviting a straight edge kid. Straight edge meaning no drugs or alcohol. What? Why? What? Being nice does not pay off, I think. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But sometimes it don't. It don't pay off. It just don't pay to be nice sometimes. Everybody don't know how to appreciate it. They take advantage of your kindness. Run you the fuck over. You know? So it's not always good to be nice. But let's see what they're talking about. In this case, it says you're being nice, being polite, by inviting a straight edge kid over so he wouldn't feel left out. But now he's just sulking in the corner and snickers every time someone coughs. What? Ian MacKaye, who coined the phrase straight edge with his old band Minor Threat, said in 1983, we put out a record called Out of Step, and in one of the songs, I articulate that straight edge is not a strict set of rules for people to follow, and that I'm not interested in that idea at all. So the straight edge kid should remove the stick that is up his ass and let others enjoy themselves. All right. That's what a straight edge kid is. Somebody that don't drink or smoke. It's not that many people in the world. I was just looking at a video on YouTube, Facebook. I think it's on Facebook. of 3 granddads smoking weed for the first time. And one of them was a straight edge. He said that he did never, they were talking about why they wanted to smoke and their experience with weed. And one of the dudes was a straight edge. If you want to use that term, he was like, I've never smoked, and I don't even drink, he said. So he tried weed, and I didn't finish the video because I got distracted. So I gotta go back and check it out, see how he feel about weed. I'm pretty sure he loved it. I'm just saying, like, I still need to go back and see exactly what he said about it. So that's my first time. He was an older guy, but they was granddad. So yeah, they was older. First time he ever smoked. He not a straight edge no more. Oh, anyway, back to this. Okay, so look. Elevate Nevada, ElevateNV.com has a list, very convenient list of all the recreational stores, not the medical and recreational stores like most sites. They got both. This one has only the rec stores for all of Nevada. It's a really nice list. And if you click on each of the names, it'll take you to their sites. Very nice, very, very nice list. It's just right there at the corner where it says, well, right in the middle tab says Nevada Goes Rec. Or you could just type it in, elevateenv.com/Nevada Goes Rec. Then, the article, it's no date, but it says in the news, weed emergency averted, Nevada's marijuana distribution problem partially solved. So I'm going to read it so it can sound a little better, the wording. And this is my proof that I'm not just talking outside of my neck and I don't make this shit up. Although the Nevada Department of Taxation has issued a call for the Nevada Tax Commission to issue emergency regulations for recreational marijuana distribution today, whatever day that was, at 1 p.m., part of the distribution quandary is already moot. Yeah, because I know what moot means. I'm finna keep going down. I could find out the standard. Let me see. We got time. What the fuck is moot? Subject to debate, dispute, or uncertainty, typically not admitted or a final decision. Oh, jeez. You gotta love the way they word this stuff. I would have never used that word ever in my fucking life. So, as you know, I love the way they word it. Gotta learn new words, gotta expand our horizon in the community. You know? Moot. Don't forget that. Use that in the argument. Blackbird Logistics Corporation, one of 5 companies who applied for a recreational marijuana distribution license in May, had its state inspection last Friday, whenever that was, and received its distribution license yesterday, whenever that was. Sometime between July and now, July 7th, 10th, whatever that was, and now. So this is really recent. They are now good to go, according to Tim Conder, CEO of Blackbird. Conder was told by the state that the emergency regulations don't apply to Blackbird, and upon receiving his distribution license, he can start making distribution runs immediately. I think he's the dude that's not even in Las Vegas. We read about him a couple days ago. about how he gets all the money because he's like the only person in the state or in like the rural part of the state that's like distributing. So he gets to go like 25 miles and he charges such an amount of money and yeah. So he can just keep going, huh? Okay, so let's keep going. Who else has got to go? He wasn't in Vegas though. As of Monday afternoon, Peggy Arkia, president of West Coast Wine and Spirits, and one of the 5 applicants for a marijuana distributorship, hadn't been contacted by the state for inspection and says it really doesn't matter because come Thursday, it could all be a moot point. The reality of it is, if the governor signs his emergency rule around legislation on Thursday, they just continue to keep enacting regulations to go around the initiative. Every time it doesn't go their way, they hold another emergency session, which is what they are doing now. Jeez. There are 2 very separate issues at hand, according to a press release issued July 7th. Where am I joining up? Emergency regulations are necessary to provide a structure to allow the Department of Taxation to determine whether there are enough liquor wholesalers to serve the marijuana distribution market. Those emergency regs, all they do is provide the department with a way to define sufficiency, says Conder. They are a means to solve the problem, but they don't solve the problem. That's one issue and will be decided this afternoon by the Nevada Tax Commission. The other issue is actual licensing of distributors, so dispensaries have the ability to restock shelves and not run out of product. Blackbird's Conder is not concerned from his end, saying we will be able to get every dispensary in the state stocked and keep them running. Oh yeah, he did say he send his stuff out here too. He do touch Nevada, he just don't be here like that, I guess. Pretty big. This is good news for dispensaries. Some are running out of product, but there are those who have adequate supply. Sure is. I would say we have about a good month and maybe a little more, says Dimitri K. of the Grove, noting I'll have product to distribute once the ban is lifted. Same is true for Shango. It was definitely an insane first week, but we're doing great, says Shango's Virginia Martino. We're not running out of product, and we have product to move once this distribution model gets up and running. Well, if you're charging like $400 a fucking ounce, well, I guess you will have a lot of fucking product. I don't know how much they charge it, but some people, oh man, I should have posted that. I'm gonna post it. Some people do charge like really ridiculous prices, and they don't have lines, and they don't have anybody in there, and that is why. And everybody knows it. The word spreads, because when everybody that had the low prices ran out, they had to flood the places that had supplies. And they noticed those prices were extremely different. Extremely different. Not like just a little jump, but really far, far jump. You know, and the word was spreading. I heard people talking about it for a long time. Every time I left to go get something, I could go hear somebody japping about it. That's what they were talking about. A few stores that was open. And how they was ripping everybody off. Like, hell no. This is crazy. They lost their damn mind. $22 for a pre-roll. $18 for a pre-roll. They was snapping. But it was only for a couple of weeks. It seemed like it would have been longer. But it's like, it's still not over. Like you said. Store is still opening. They still hiring. You know? It's like, so let's see, where can I post this? I can Facebook this. Is this the article? No, that's the page. You can like it on Facebook. Can I post this? That's what I want to know. Well, maybe not. I gotta get screen share. Eventually. I'll get it. I tried it on Skype screen share. It was so fun. But it's not the same when I can't use it here. Don't look like I can post this either. They have digital issues too, so this is nice. This is the stuff that we've been needing anyway. We don't need the garbage. And it says 2017 legislative wrap-up, regulatory changes, preserve states' medical marijuana program. Let's see what this is about. This is the last update. Legal update as far as I got. Yeah, this is some good shit. It's not worded as excitingly as I would word it, but here goes. This shit is gonna be over. It's been a long ride. We finna have federal before it's over with. I think before the year is over with, we could have federal. Or am I just dreaming? Yeah, I'm probably just dreaming. It says, as the dust from the Nevada legislative session settles, it's time to take a look at the changes expected to take place in Nevada's marijuana industry, because we got one. During this past legislative session, the Nevada legislature focused primarily on issues related to medical marijuana, as decisions about retail or recreational marijuana will be made by the Department of Taxation. One major focus of the legislative session was to improve and preserve the medical marijuana program. Ahead of the session, Nevada Dispensary Association. Oh, how nice. I didn't even know we had one of those. Members expressed concern that the medical program could be vulnerable given the difficulties patients experienced in obtaining patient cards in the past, as well as other hurdles faced by the program. So this is different news, but it's still relevant. It's a lot of stuff going on at one time. It's more than just getting the weed and how much it is and where. It's a lot to be in a part of this. This is a big situation. This is big. Weed has so many layers. I knew I was forgetting something yesterday. Let's see. With this vulnerability in mind, the NDA sought to improve access for patients in addition to making other changes meant to ensure the continued sustainability of the program. The NDA was fortunate to find a dedicated ally in the Assemblyman Nelson Araujo, who sponsored Assembly Bill 422 and Assembly Bill 463, specifically to make changes to the medical marijuana program and ensure its continued viability. Oh, this is what I was talking about on that card I was reading. The other day, I got the little card. It was like talking about 18-year-olds can get weed now because if they have a medical card. Yeah. So instead of me just reading it off a card and assuming whatever, and again, I don't make this shit up. This is my proof. Where was I? Okay. It says, when I originally appealed the Assemblyman Araujo in hopes that he might sponsor bills supporting the medical marijuana program in Nevada, I was unaware of how much time and effort the request would demand of him. Fortunately, the Assemblyman was knowledgeable about the program and worked tirelessly to pass bills that would improve patient access and allow for streamlined business operations and regulatory functions. Assemblyman Araujo worked closely with the godfather of Nevada's marijuana industry, Senator Richard Tick Segerblum, to ensure that both the Assembly and Senate could pass a bill that would allow the program to continue to accommodate the needs of patients and the businesses that are essential to the continued success of the program. The highlights of these efforts, which become effective July 1st, include Patient access allows patients to access medical marijuana the same day they see a doctor, similar to any prescription medication, by allowing patients to furnish their application for a patient card to a dispensary. Yeah, I think that is new. Or not. I think you could still go and get some weed. I don't know. Maybe it was a problem. Expands who can issue recommendations for medical use of marijuana. Allows patient cards to be valid for up to 2 years and reduces the cost of a patient card. Everything I said yesterday. Changes to regulatory framework. Changes wholesale tax structure to allow for single stream of medical and retail products. This was originally in Assembly Manor Rule Holds AB 463, but was moved to and passed in Senate Bill 487. Wholesale tax structure for a single stream of medical and retail products. What does that mean? I don't know. We're going to find out though. Allows any person over 21 to enter a medical marijuana dispensary. Caps fees and taxes imposed by local governments. Transfers the medical marijuana program, except the portion related to patient cards, to the Department of Taxation. Clarifies and extends reciprocity to patients from qualifying states. Allows individuals who apply to taxation to work for or provide services to a medical marijuana establishment. Changes requirements for renewing or transferring ownership. Many other bills related to marijuana were introduced with varying results. And those highlights include some that passed, some that failed. Passed additional 10% excess tax on retail sales. Restrictions on packaging, labeling, and advertising of edible marijuana, allowing hemp growers to sell directly to medical marijuana establishments. Ones that failed, consumption lounges. This may still be an obtainable thing at a local level, it says. And an opiate addiction as a qualifying condition for a marijuana patient card. Addressing the concealed carry issue. Allowing organized labor to enter into agreements with medical marijuana establishments to participate in apprenticeship programs. Expansion of the ability to grow at home. This is kind of interesting though. Things to work on in detail. Other 23 bills introduced relating to marijuana, ranging from concealed carry rights to registering to work in the industry. Only approximately one-third of those bills passed, and of that third, only a handful were signed into law by Governor Sandoval. While session was ongoing, NDA, along with other industry stakeholders, participated in the hearings, public workshops, and adoption of the temporary regulations regulating retail marijuana, and in the governor's task force, which will help shape permanent regulations. The NDA is grateful that Nevada lawmakers, regulators, and industry stakeholders pulled together to support Nevada's medical marijuana program this session, which has been widely commended as a national model in several areas, including inventory control and testing standards. In addition, the Department of Taxation has accomplished the seemingly impossible task of implementing a new government program on retail sales in only approximately 6 months, and we look forward to implementation of their well-developed comprehensive regulations on July 1st. And they got the link to Nevada Goes Rec list right under there. Very fucking nice. It's moving along, basically. Still playing around with us, though. Hi, Dab or Rooney. I got some. Yeah, it's good though. Mm-hmm. So yeah, man, elevate envy.com. We need to get with them. I've been missing a lot of their issues. Hey, they got a map. So many maps, and this one has medical and recreational on it in the actual issue of July. So I would say go to the July one because that'll be the most updated list if you want to like look at it in the issue. Let's see. So far it says we have in total 33 locations if you don't count the double locations or the triple locations with the same name. So 33 names. I wonder how many do California and Colorado have now. I'm gonna be scared of the dab rig. Oh man. Yeah. Let me see. I don't even know if this list is all inclusive. Let me see. Oh, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I can about memorize all of the names of the dispensaries that exist in the city. Because if I haven't been to them, I memorize them so I can remember to go there at least once and get my first time patient discount. Right? I know Colorado got a lot of places, but it's like only one of these places is on the strip too. People were asking me like, which one is on the strip? I don't like to advertise because that's not my job. If I feel impressed enough to just be like, hey, this is the shit, y'all gotta know about it, and now I do that. But advertising, no, I don't do that. So I don't be like, oh, go to this one. This is the one on the strip. I could just throw people off. Be like, here's the list. Pick one. Shop around. It's so much better that way. That's my opinion. Some people like don't shop around though. They just want to go to the one that's closest to them and then probably get ripped off or might not find what you really wanted. But for those that are really in need of something special or have a budget and or like to shop around, I give you the whole list. You just go and shop around. It's not hard. You don't even gotta leave. Just look at it on the internet. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a lovely magazine. I love it. When it's getting through June. It's like this site is it's got the issues, then it has the events, then it has like a whole another list of topics that's not in the issues. Because I was trying to find the articles that I was just reading in the issues just now, and I didn't see it. So if I don't find it in June, then that means the site is way better than just the magazine anyway. So like if you can't get the magazine because you're not gonna be in town, don't mean you have to miss out on what's going down while you're waiting to get here. So when you get here, you already be like ready to like make your purchase. It won't be so complicated and take up so much of your fun time. You know, it's better to be prepared. You can check out these articles, check out the places, figure out who got what, land, grab your weed, and have a good time, right? Still not seeing these articles. That's what I'm looking for. Trying to see. Maybe I just missed the article in one of the older issues. No, let's see how big the map was in the other issues. It was only 30 places in May. We got 3 more places since May. 3 more locations. So, yeah, the site is really awesome. So if you can't get the magazine, go to the site. The site is really very, very nice. It gives you extra information. Same thing with VegasCannabisMagazine.com. They give you more up-to-date information that does not come out in the magazine. So it's really exclusive. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of good stuff in here. I think there's one of them right there. I think this is one of the articles. Let's see. Nope, this is something else. When they were trying to consider opiate addiction to qualifying conditions for MMJ payment card, and it failed. They don't want to let go of the opiates. The doctors don't want to let go of the opiate prescriptions. Well, that's sad. They don't want to let you go. Opiate addicts. Well, it's always fun, but it is that time. I got shit to do. I know you do too. So let's get our asses to work, okay? I hope you have a high ass, dank ass, baked ass, incredible, edible ass day. Hasta luego.